what have you guys got down here? But yeah, I try to do anything I can to help you girls because now you've been real patient with me.
Okay. So, would you mind telling me a little bit about growing up and what that was like for you?
Well, believe it or not, I grew up in Columbus, and I moved down. We was back and forth between here and there, and I blame a lot of my education on the moving, but it was my own fault for not staying on it and keeping my grades up and everything. And then once I got to Sheldon Clark over here, I got in a bad way of doing things and shouldn't have went that way either, but I did. It's choices we make as we're growing up. But I let it slide on by me and quit school like something silly. And then when I got into it here, I've been meaning to do the GED thing for quite a while. But with family and working, and you always put it off. I'll get it next week. I'll get it next month. Next year. And then the next thing you know, you're 48 years old, and you go and you find you a decent job, and they say, well, you know, you need your GED. And it's just luckily you girls was here, and I found out you was giving classes and everything, and so it worked out real good for me. Y'all mean a lot to me.
Well, thank you. We appreciate
I'm serious.
that. So, how hard was it for you to make the decision to get your GED?
The decision wasn't so bad. It was just finding the time. Because like I say, you always think of something else that you could be doing. But then when I got in with G4S and everything, they wanted me to obtain it because, like I said, you know, we're working for the third largest coal company in the world. And they don't want a bunch of unlearned people around. And I can understand that. You know, they got certain standards they got to maintain. And it just betters you, it betters me, myself, to have this, because if I end up having to find another job, all those ones I've been going by and said, hey, listen, you got to have a GED, I don't got to pass them up no more. I can check every one of them. But, you know, it helps you. But as far as it being a hard choice, it wasn't a hard choice. It's just finding the time and, how do you want to say it, the availability of it.
Mm-hmm.
Without having to see where you're close to me and everything, it made it that much easier on me and everything. So it's a good thing you all's here.
Okay. I remember the day you came in and checked your scores. Could you talk a little bit about how that felt when you found out you had passed?
I felt like I finally accomplished something. And other than Sean and Robert, you know, my family, that was really the first thing that I've accomplished that I thought was worthy of anything. I mean, you can go out here, I can make a living at anything, but having a good job's a good thing, just like your family and everything. If you got a good family, it's that much better. If you don't have to worry about them doing things while you're trying to work and take care of them, that's even better. And then when I found out I'd passed my GED, I mean, I just full. What is it? The cup runneth over. It was fantastic. And I was really glad to share that moment with you also. You was about excited as I was. But yeah, it was great. I mean, it felt really good. I feel like, you know, you spend the biggest part of your life doubting yourself, and then when you make an accomplishment like that, you really feel like you've done something.
How did your family react to it?
They was all tickled. I mean, they was really pleased with it. I mean, Shonda especially, because, you know, she's went through school and partially way through college and everything, and she was really kicking for me. My son was ecstatic. I mean, he's really proud of me. He thought that spectacular. Just the fact that his dad was going to school and having homework and stuff like that, he really got a kick out of that.
How old is your son?
8.
And how does he do in school?
He does, believe it or not, he's like an A-B student. He took after his mother quite a bit, which now I'm not saying I'm non-intelligent, it's just that she's a lot more schooled than I was.
Mm-hmm.
She stayed on her studies and everything, and she stays on to him about his studies, and that helps out a lot if you got that encouragement.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that you're more able to encourage him now that you've accomplished it?
More Jill, now I can actually say, now, you don't want to be like me and be out here in your 40s trying to do something, get it while you're there. Bring it with you. Then when you start in the workforce, you're not going to have to sit and go back and do these things.
Where do you hope to go from here?
Well, hopefully, in the near future, I'm going to try real hard. I weld, but I don't have a welding certificate. I do auto mechanics, but I'm not certified. So the next step would probably be getting some of my certifications, which would better be, instead of just jobs, maybe I might eventually get into careers. Because a job's a job, but now a career's something there you can depend on.
Mm-hmm. What would you say to somebody who has dropped out of school and doesn't have their GED? How would you encourage them?
I'd tell them that they really need to think about where they're headed and try to maintain and stuff. Just like one of our other students here, Delilah. She doubts herself, and I call her all the time. I'm like, "Don't do this. You can do this. You can nail this down." She's a very intelligent woman, but I think a lot of it's at home. You don't need that. You're blah. And you can't let people do you that way. Because, like I say, Delilah's very intelligent. She wants to give up too fast. And I know she can do it. No, I know she can do it. I've seen her writing, the way she fills out her reports at work and everything. That's the reason, I call her a couple of times a month. Have you done this yet? Well, I won't. Don't keep welding to do it. You can do it. You're just so smart, Don't never. If I can do it, you can do it. Because now, like I say, I can make excuses all day long, but you can do it. And just like Jimmy and Gina, they was big encouragement. They stayed right with me. Every one of y'all have. All the way down, even down to the help you got around here and everything. Everybody just nice and everything, and they encourage you.
Do you have anything that you'd like to say to our board and to our donors about your experience here?
Yes, I do. I'd like to tell you now, these girls down here are doing a real job with the community. And it's very important. I feel like it's very important to keep them here and try to help them, because now they're doing an outstanding job with the community. To some of these people around here, they're the only thing they got. And these girls put forth more than 100%. They go at it hard every day. And like I say, that pat on the back means everything in the world. A hand up.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
I love y'all. Now I love you. And I'm not a bit shy about that. I do. I love you with all my heart.
All right.